is the San Francisco 49ers. They're 9-1 right now, top of the NFC West. But are they for real? I simply don't think they are. They've had a pretty cupcake schedule so far. By my count, they've only played one elite quarterback so far, which is Russell Wilson, and he was the first quarterback to beat them this year. And so next, they have a 3-week schedule of 3 really good teams in a row with 3 elite quarterbacks. They play the Packers at home. Aaron Rodgers is leading the 8-2 Packers team. He usually plays really good in California. Then they're going to Baltimore on the 1st of December. Baltimore is not a place you want to be in December or ever. And then they're going to the Superdome to face the Saints in 2 weeks. So I think they lose all 3 of those games, and they come back down to reality to realize that they are still the San Francisco 49ers. What do y'all think?
I think you're correct. Sometimes you just watch a team and just like, how are these dudes 9-1?
Yeah, it's about you play the Bengals and the Steelers.
It was like the Chicago Bears last year. How are they doing well?
They play pretty decent defense.
Yeah, Nick Bosa,
coach.
Right.
They have a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over, which is huge. And you look around the National Football League, dudes just throwing that joint up.
Actually, that's.
The Bucs care. This point is just like, listen, you gonna throw for 400, all right, throw 450.
Right.
You get a touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he doesn't turn the ball over, and if they know a win is a win. Like if they win, they won a game earlier this year against Washington 9-0.
Yeah.
Or 9-3, I think, and then they could go and win a game 28 to 24.
Yeah.
So they know to win. They know their identity isn't. We're not gonna be in shootouts all the time like the Texans or New Orleans or KC, but we're not. We know how to win in all these different ways, and I think that's what it is. What it takes to be a really good team in the National Football League. So, do I think they're as good as the Saints? Probably not. Do I think they're as good as who else in the AFC that's like no? Do I think they're good as Baltimore or no? The NFC, I don't think they're as good as 3 or 4 teams. However, when you know how to win, and clearly they're the class of the NFC right now by record standings.
For sure.
So until somebody beats them,
right,
it's kind of just like what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, it's not college, It's like people complain about their schedule, and they can only play they can play. But they have had, similar to the Patriots this year, they've had some great luck with who they face depending on injury. They face the Redskins in like a torrential rainstorm. They face the Panthers, when they're going through the Cam Newton, Kyle Allen, transition.
Mason Rudolph's first game.
Yeah, I mean they've had a lot of good luck in terms of the quarterbacks they've faced, just like the Patriots. I can see why a lot of people are saying they're due for regression back to the mean. Their schedule is really tough. Even their 2 hard games are the Atlanta Falcons and the Rams. Those are not gimme games by any measure, and so they could potentially lose all 5 or all 6 of their remaining and go 9-7. That is totally a possibility. But I would counter with saying they're actually a very well coached football team. The scheme is great. They have their defensive coordinator is going to be one of the next hot coaches hired next year on the market. They're a really good team. These next 3 games are going to be painful. They're facing, frankly, just quarterbacks and coaches generally who are better than them. I feel like Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is going to show them up a little bit, but come back in the playoffs when they get George Kittle back, which is a key factor. They haven't had him in a couple weeks, and he's their key offensive weapon. I actually think they're going to do a lot of damage in the playoffs. They run the ball with Matt Breida and company as well as anybody.
Yeah, they're averaging about 150 yards rushing a game. That's been their thing.
You bring in 3 running backs that could probably start on any team. You're going to run the ball well, and they figured out a formula where all right, we're going to get Tevin Coleman 15 touches. We're going to get Breida 15 touches. We're going to get Jeff Wilson 10 touches. And all those guys are going to be effective and fresh. So they definitely found a formula for them that works.
Okay. So they're 9-1 now. What do you guys say their final record is? I'm going with 11-5.
I agree with you, 11-5.
I really think they can squeeze out a 12-4. They're gonna win one of these three that you wouldn't think they're gonna win. I mean, they shouldn't win any of the next three, but I just don't think they're gonna go 0-3, and then I think they'll take care of the two easier games, and they'll go 12-5, 12-4. So
do they win their division or does Seattle?
I think Seattle with a sweep. I think they're gonna Seattle's gonna sweep them, and then that tiebreaker is gonna affect the outcome, and Seattle's gonna take it.
Okay. What do you think, Russ?
What is Seattle's record right now, as of today?
I think they're 8-2, and then then the 49ers are 9-1, and then Seattle won the first game.
I say Seattle because they have the head-to-head as of right now.
Yeah.
And I trust Russell a little bit more than I trust Jimmy Garoppolo.
A lot more.
And that's not to say Jimmy Garoppolo has been awful. I just think Russell's having an MVP type season. So
For sure.
I'll take Seattle.
And they got to go to Seattle to win that game. That's kind of the kicker for me. I don't see Jimmy G pulling that out. He's averaging an interception a game. You going to the 12th man, I'm going to get that one to Russ. So,
Yeah.
cool. We want to move on to the silver?
Yeah. Let's move on to the silver.